Tony Rose Morning Show, 100.7 Sam FM with real music variety in the morning. What's up, everybody? Hey, Dr. Nick, how you doing over there in the Swan Station? How's it going? You sound sad today. You okay? You've missed the eye of the storm all morning long over there. You know. Yeah. What'd you think about Florida? That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Yeah, they're interesting guys for sure. Zakk Gammon is here from WBKO, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I am good. I'm not used to being up this early, so I'm a little out of it.
It's my first day as well.
Well,
It's my first day today. Now, hey, Dr. Nick, I don't know if you know this or not. You need to motivate yourself more. Okay. Yes, you need to put forth. How old are you, Dr. Nick? Okay, you're okay. Our guest here today is younger than you. He is the Doogie Howser. Yes, he is the Doogie Howser of WBKO. Is that okay? Is that I mean that as a compliment.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I've been called much worse, trust me.
Really? Because we were talking here, and you're like, guess how old I am? And I'm like, I don't know. You're like at 25, 26? How old are you?
I am 20.
20 years old.
20 years old.
Motivate yourself, Dr. Nick. This is not the high point for you right now. Anyway, 20 years old.
20.
Holy cow!
I've had a big ride so far.
I would say so. I feel like I need to motivate myself here.
Well, it's a lot of luck.
I'm just a hack DJ. Anyway, how long have you been doing this TV thing?
Well,
Zakk Gammon, by the way, WBKO, everybody in the studio with us. Yeah.
I have been at this since I was 16.
Yes.
I was in a program at Western called Upward Bound.
Yes.
And we, every summer after your junior year of high school, every student that goes through this program has the opportunity to do a work-study program with a local business.
Right.
And at the ripe old age of 16, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And so I said, well, hey, why not WBKO? If nothing else, I get to hang out with some cool TV people.
That's right.
So we worked it all out, and I worked there for 6 weeks, about 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I absolutely fell in love with it. And so 2 weeks after my junior year of high school, I started that. The following August, I was hired in and kind of worked my way up. Left for a little while, went to Cincinnati and then Missouri, and then back in August I came back here and I'm now a reporter.
I'm enthralled by this, Dr. Nick. I am fascinated. What did you do today? What did you do today, huh? Seriously? Yeah. Raise the bar. Challenge yourself, like Zakk. And your name is spelled different too. Z-A-K-K. You're like a Scrabble player's fantasy.
Well, my parents can't spell, everybody. You have to forgive them. No, I'm kidding. It's actually kind of an interesting little story.
Yeah.
My dad, I was born in Orlando. My mom and dad lived down there for a while. And when my dad lived down there, he was friends with an up-and-coming musician by the name of Zakk Wylde.
Heard of that guy.
For those of us who don't know, Zakk Wylde went on to be pretty successful in Ozzy Osbourne's band.
Yes.
And so when I came around, literally, when my mother was in labor, apparently, they had decided they wanted to name me Zakk, but then my dad looks up and sees Zakk Wylde on TV, and he's like, oh, Z-A-K-K, that's it.
Wow.
So
in a weird way, it's like you're Ozzy Osbourne's love child.
Something like that.
In a sick, twisted, like in only my mind kind of way.
Well, as if Ozzy Osbourne isn't sick and twisted enough.
Have you ever bit the head off an animal of anyone?
I can't say that I have.
Well, put that on your list.
Bucket list before I die.
Yeah, Dr. Nick, just the other day. Oh, so what's going on, man? What's happening at WBKO tonight? 10 or 6?
Tonight at 10.
10, okay.
Pretty interesting story. It's called Living in Poverty.
Yes.
Kind of on a serious note. Since the economy tanked, I know.
I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
have to be serious.
Yes.
Since the economy tanked, we've heard a lot of stories out there. That people are living below the poverty line, and I think the last statistic that went out there was 1 in 7 Americans live in poverty. And so you're hearing all these numbers jumbled around. And so I was kind of interested to learn, what does that really mean? What does 1 in 7 Americans really mean? And so I did a little math, and there's roughly 108,000 people that live in Warren County.
Okay.
So 1 in 7 people means that a little more than 15,000 people in Warren County are considered to live below the poverty line. And I don't mean just like, you don't have the big screen TV in your house and you've got, the big monster house. I mean, that means you're receiving some type of government assistance, whether it be food stamp or a medical card for your children. And I mean, 15,000 people, that's almost the size of Glasgow when you think about that. And so we met a lady who, by the name of Shayna Smith. She lives here in Bowling Green. She actually lived in Milwaukee for several years. She has 3 children, and she said that the crime rate up there, the city was just so fast, and it was scary to have 3 children in a place like that. And so she wanted to get away. So she moved to Bowling Green, hoping to find a better life and a more stable situation.
Right.
And she had a very successful job. She was the manager of a daycare when she lived up there. I mean, she was doing very well for herself. She came down here. She can't find a job. Her husband recently lost his job. And so now the family, their really only source of income, they get food stamps and they get a disability check for one of their kids.
Wow.
And actually, at the time that I interviewed Shayna, she was facing eviction within the next week.
Holy cow.
So
that's right here locally.
Right. I mean, you hear about it all the time of people, losing their homes and everything. But when you realize it's happening, in your own backyard, it's a pretty scary thing to think about. She was doing so well. And she lost it, just in the blink of an eye.
That's it scares me. It scares a lot of people.
Absolutely.
It's like because it's like, wow, you're lucky to have a job, but then you think about the other side of that, the other shoe to drop. So that's tonight, 10 o'clock, right?
Tonight at 10.
Tonight at 10 o'clock, man. Well, good stuff. That's wow. You had some heavy reporting.
I know it's some
heavy duty stuff.
I know it really gets you down if you think about it. It's so sad, and it's such an eye-opening experience. Because so many times you hear people, maybe looking down on those who are a little less fortunate, and they think
Right.
maybe you should do more with what you have. And in Shayna's situation, she could do anything. I mean, when she was talking about going into a homeless shelter, and she was going to lose all of her stuff. She didn't have a lot to start with, but
Right.
all of her furniture and everything in her home, that was going to go.
Wow.
So
Good stuff. That's tonight, 10 o'clock.
absolutely.
And they can always find out more at WBKO.com.
That's right.
And Zach, I appreciate it, man. Thanks
Thank
for
you
coming
very
on.
much. Thanks for having me on.
Man, I feel like I should ask you for your autograph.
Not quite that famous.
Dr. Nick? You've made an enemy for life over there.
I know.
In honor of your name,
All right.
some Aussie, baby, firing it up here, yes. Zakk Gammon, everybody.
Love it.
If you need him, WBKO right there, save of the day. Our prodigy, our Doogie Howser of WBKO, and I mean that in a flattering way. Tony Rose Morning Show, 100.7 Sam FM. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Thank you. That was fun, dude.
Yeah.
Let me pause this real quick.